I can't, it's really just a tremendous honor. When you start looking at that time frame, the reason I could do that, serve this country, is because of my family, my lovely bride, who started doing from, I think, 91, came when we started dating, and I go back from the Gettysburg, where I'd leave once a month, go for 2 weeks active duty, and Katie has been through me and supporting me through this 20-some-odd years of our friendship and marriage to let me serve this country. I am proud to have a mom who's mother of a captain and a wife of a captain, and dad who's my mentor. Even though I squeeze more salt water in my socks, I keep in mind that he ever sailed on. He was a tin can sailor. I have to remind him of that too, because we used to keep those on our stern, I think, on the battleship. So honored to be here and to have my friend, my goddaughter here, Don Winton, Kristen, thank you so much. My staff, my friends that I've met through West Islip. West Islip has been such a supporter of mine and the veterans. I can't thank enough the fire department, Joe, your crew, for the storm. They were on the spot, and I can't thank West Islip firemen and women who had from New Rochelle, the hazmat team across the street, servicing our hazmat needs for the town of Islip. Outstanding. I know I'm going to be representing next week at the breakfast, so the chamber, very active part of town of Islip, and representing you on West Islip. So having a town that we can have our veterans, and I know so many veterans, at least 4 or 5 of them that are firemen that are serving with me in Amityville, that were our sailors and Marines out of the fire department. To be a vet, and to be a reservist especially, you need the family, you need your community support, because when I was away, my wife's emailing me in the desert saying that when we smelled electrical fire, the whole crew was at the house, not even questioning, just they knew I was not around. And Chief Holtz, of course, comes running in and makes sure that my family was safe. And that's the feeling that America gives our veterans, especially we see it now since 9/11. That it really, to have a man and woman leave for a year and leave their business, leave their family, it's tough. But when you have a community like West Islip that surrounds the family and support, it's a tremendous asset. So we cannot do what we do to really without the whole community, and our families really thank you for that. I look at it right now that this is almost my first full year being not drilling, and I'm not going away on weekends, not flying down to Norfolk, not have to worry about 2 weeks in Korea or Panama or wherever the government sends us. But I do miss the camaraderie. I do miss my men and women I served with, and knowing what's going on in the world, what our military is doing around the world, and with this recent Sandy, I realized that the government did train me about how to do disaster relief. And again, I could point to John Carney in the back and his crew at the OEM. Here are firemen and women who actually manned up our OEM, our Office of Emergency Management, that knew how to handle criteria and crisis during the course of the storm and the aftermath. And it's great to see that in our community. So again, I'm honored. I smell the food in the back. I see my boys drooling over there. Keep in mind, Johnny and Connor. Again, thank you so much. I'm so honored, and this is going up on my wall on Monday. So thank you so much. And please give me your vets. I need photos. A shameless plug. We're doing a war journal. So Ted, I think, is in our. Where is he? You're on our webpage right now to see you young stud. What were you at? 18, 19 on our webpage?
24.
24 in Vietnam. We're trying to get veterans to give us photos of the bio. We're putting on the webpage. But we're also doing a war journal. Marlene is handling it through my office. So we're doing all the vets things through my office in the town, and it keeps us in line. And on my note about veterans, reach out to your family members that, if they don't know, open up the book. Admiral Richards, who grew up next to Mom and Dad when I was little on Windsor Avenue in Bayshore. He's was the #2 Navy SEAL Admiral, retired a couple years ago. He's not in our book. And one of my shipmates from the Battleship New Jersey, Captain Al Clark, he's a Bayshore grad from '68. He went to Vietnam, enlisted, and became an officer, and retired as a captain. So there's people out there in our neighborhoods that might be away. You don't think, because they're living in North Carolina. If they grew up here and they have something, please let Marlene and myself know, because it really means a lot. And we get some great war stories, and we get to chat with the vets. Because that's one thing vets like to do. We tease each other, right, Conrad, about Marines, Navy, and my Army personnel, my Air Force. but when it comes down to what you sacrifice and what you were doing in a foxhole or over some foreign country in the air or underwater, it's nice to chat with people that and put the uniform on and serve. So thank you again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the night.